The silence in the house was heavy, the kind of silence that screams right before a storm hits. They say trust is like a mirror. Once broken, you can glue it back together, but the cracks always show. Tonight, those cracks are about to shatter completely.
Are you ready to witness a love that turned into a lethal game? Let's dive in. Elena and Julian were the ultimate power couple. He was a billionaire architect, and she was a sharp investigative journalist. On their 5th anniversary, Julian gifted her a vintage gold locket with a simple note, "My heart is locked within yours." Elena felt like the luckiest woman in the city. But while looking for a spare charger in Julian's home office a week later, she stumbled upon a hidden compartment in his mahogany desk. Inside was a file containing her own medical records, her private bank statements and, most chillingly, a detailed timeline of her father's accidental hit and run from 3 years ago. Stop right there. If you found a secret file about your past in your partner's desk, would you confront them immediately or stay quiet and investigate? Tell me in the comments. Elena's heart raced. Her father's death was a cold case the police had given up on. Why did Julian have this? She didn't confront him. Instead, she used her skills as a reporter to dig. She discovered that Julian's father had been disgraced and ruined by a whistleblower report years ago, a report written by Elena's father. Julian hadn't married her for love. He had married her to get close to the family that destroyed his. He was waiting for the right moment to take everything she had left, her family's remaining estate and her father's legacy. He was currently liquidating her trust fund behind her back, using a forged power of attorney. Is it possible to truly love someone while you are actively trying to destroy them? Or is Julian's love a complete lie? What do you think? Elena knew that if she went to the police now, Julian's high-priced lawyers would scrub the evidence before morning. She needed him to walk into his own trap. Instead of a confrontation, Elena told Julian she was feeling overwhelmed and wanted to transfer all her remaining assets into a joint account to simplify things. Julian, smelling victory, eagerly prepared the paperwork. He brought her to a secluded high-tech glass cabin he had built in the mountains, the Glass Fortress, to sign the final documents in private. As the snow began to fall outside, Julian handed her the pen. "Once you sign this, Elena, we'll be set for life. No more secrets." Elena looked him in the eye, smiled, and signed. But she didn't sign her name. She signed the name of his father's whistleblower. Elena just signaled that she knows everything. Is she being brave or incredibly reckless? What would you do in a locked house with a traitor? Julian's face twisted as he looked at the signature. "What is this, Elena?" "It's the end of the game, Julian," she whispered. Suddenly, the lights in the cabin flickered. The digital locks on the doors hissed shut. Julian tried to check his phone, but there was no signal. Elena had installed a jammer in her locket. "You think you're the only architect here?" Elena said, standing up. "You built this house to be a fortress, but I spent the last 3 days rewriting its security code. Every document you just signed was actually a full confession of your fraud, sent via a delayed release email to the FBI the moment I hit enter on my watch." Julian lunged for her, but the glass walls of the office slid shut between them. He was trapped in his own masterpiece. "You wanted to put me in a cage, Julian," Elena said, her voice echoing through the speakers. "I just decided to let you try yours on for size first." By the time the authorities tracked the GPS signal Elena had left behind, Julian was found sitting alone in his glass room, surrounded by the evidence of his own crimes displayed on every digital screen in the house. Elena was already miles away, starting a new life with the truth finally on her side. Was trapping him in his own fortress better than a public scene? If you were Elena, could you ever trust anyone again? Drop your answers in the comments and don't forget to like and follow for more stories.